I want to bring up a question from Mohammed in our chat here. Thanks so much for chiming in, Mohammed. So he is curious about, being international, trying to find a job in Europe and America, saying the job market is really bad in Pakistan. What are the complications apart from the time zone? So I will tell you, time zone is going to be the number one blocker when it comes to international roles. There are global companies out there. So I would really focus on interviewing with companies that have a global presence, not just based in the US or anywhere in the Americas or anywhere in Europe. I think focusing on these global companies is going to lead to more success. So yes, time zone is a big challenge, but also taxes and legalities. How do you employ someone in Pakistan on a legal basis? And then take this in consideration, right? Imagine you're a new founder. You just started a company. You need to hire people. If you and you understand how the US or European tax system works, benefits, taxes, compensation structures, you know how it works. So if you wanted to hire someone in a different country, you'd have to learn all this new stuff, right? Or pay someone to onboard them in a legal and compliant way. So I think there's also a lack of convenience when it comes to hiring people internationally, because there's so much on the founder's plate that they don't have time to explore these opportunities. So I definitely wouldn't take it personally, but from a business use case, that's kind of where it stands right now. There are different tools like I think deal.com does international payroll. So you can always suggest to people, hey, have you ever thought about using Deal? But again, I think time zones are something that really is the deal killer. Because for example, I have this company up in Toronto. They hired someone and they're on East Coast. So 10 o'clock in the morning them is 7 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. And they hired someone on the West Coast, and this person consistently missed meetings. So they've got a little bit of PTSD. So they don't want to deal with that anymore. They don't want to risk that anymore. So they're only hiring people on the Central and Eastern time zone, which makes sense. Is that the perfect situation? No, because there are plenty of people on West Coast that are morning people, but that's just how the company feels. So if a company feels like they can't hire internationally, that is not your loss. That is their loss, right? But you need to position yourself in a way so people understand the benefits towards hiring internationally, especially in Pakistan, a country over there. So that would kind of be my suggestion there. And then Philippe, I want to bring you up, but it doesn't allow me to show your name. It just says LinkedIn users, but retention of your customers is important as well. Absolutely agree with you. We've had over 100 clients over the last 5 years. Every single one of them has been a repeat client, every single one. So I'm very proud of that.